Bro, my hair needs to get retwisted bad. But what's good, peace? We're here. I was actually gonna put some socks on, but we'll put that to the side. It is a profitable week. I'll get the exact amount by how much profitability that I'm up. It's not too much. It's something low, guys. It's probably like $50. But I'll just quickly double check. I also put on my Batman mask. I actually put this on a different way, and I think it fits better. No, never mind. I realized the back is going to be showing. But yeah, we're just going to be doing some weekly revision just because, I haven't revised off what happened last week. Last week could have definitely prevented a couple L's there, but, ended up being profitable. That's the main thing. Let me just quickly put this on. Boom. Now I look like I'm from Saudi Arabia, bro. Anyway, y'all, let's get to it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm going to be talking very quickly because it's like 11 and I need to get to sleep. Low-key, I was binge watching a lot of Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, anyway, let's get to it. Share my screen. I don't even have... Do I have it open? Hold on, I'll close it. Open it back up. Windows, trading view. So, you guys, we're going to start from the very start. Pretty sure we did not trade Friday due to the fact that it's USD holiday. Damn, it looks like we did some crazy trades this week. Hold on, let me just quickly view my channel. Okay, for some reason. The whatever is not actually fully showing. Does that work? It wasn't fully showing my screen. Okay, it works. Cool. So now we can get to the start of this. So the start of this week is actually going to be Monday the 30th. The 30th on Monday. So that would be here. Yep, 30th on Monday. This is how it's looking, guys. Did I take this buy? Pretty sure I probably did. Give me 1 second. I actually have to tell you guys what happened. I'm going to tell you guys how much I'm up for this week. It was low-key super choppy this week, guys. I was a little bit stressed this week. I'm not going to lie. It's very stressful. When you hear something, like the slightest noise, you're just like, yo, I didn't move nothing over there. Okay, guys, so for this week, we are up $61, which is nice, which is beautiful. So let's go through what we could have done better. Hold on. Apologies, guys. Just going to quickly put on my screen. All right, let's get to it, guys. We're going to take only 10 minutes to explain this. Let's start with Monday. This week, you can see for Monday, did I take this buy? Yes, I did. I understand completely why I took this buy. So we see this. We mark it all the way up here. All right, we marked the distance price traveled before London opened, and it traveled more than 0.21%. Right, so we have a setup, which I've showed you guys before, that if the setup looks like this is the daily open. Price deviates 0.2% and then comes back into London below. That's a good setup to take a buy. As you can see here, price did that, but just with a little bit of choppiness. And that's what I got from it. So usually, the smoother it is, the better it is. As for this, guys, you can clearly see it was choppy, but overall price moved 20%. And then when it was coming into London, which is literally, this is when I start trading at about here. When I start trading about here, price wasn't at the most favorable area. Or if it was, price didn't actually let me enter in until down here, just to keep it short. So that's why it's a little bit further from the area which is desired, which I was looking out for, which is probably around here, right? The white line. But since price didn't give me a entry till down here, that's probably why it came in later. I just want to quickly check, right? I want to quickly check the 30th. Hold on. 30th of June. There was no news as well. So what this means when there's no news, it means that price reacts slower and you need more confluence, as you can say, for price to be in your favor. And we can easily learn this from this trade here. So I took this buy here at 6:30. It's a bit late. It's a bit later than what is preferred, which what is preferred is to take a buy at 6. Anywhere around 6, like probably, since I took a buy at 6:30, 6:40, the timing. It would have been better if I was patient enough to wait for price to, let's see, a good here. Wait for price to grab this little, so it created this mini range and to grab the bottom of the range, which it did. So if I was to wait for price to grab the bottom of the range, the second trade was actually where I should have taken my first trade if I was patient enough. Purely because there was no news today, so price wouldn't really move too crazily off certain areas. And if I was to wait, obviously it would have been one trade, and this one trade would have been break even. Because I remember when price started pushing up, it hit the daily open, and when it hit the daily open, that's when I decided to move both these trades to break even. So overall, I didn't lose anything. But, kind of just to play it better, I could just be more patient when there's no red news. Coming to Tuesday, guys, this trade was, guys, I'm not going to lie to you, this day was so painful. This day was so painful, guys. It hurt my soul. You guys can see the countless times I've taken a sell just on Tuesday. So let me quickly check if there was any red news today, because that kind of matters. Okay, there was red news later today. So off there being red news, practically I can take a trade whenever from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., whatever the time. Obviously, it's better if it's with the time, but even if it's not with the time, I can still take the trade because it's red news. So going up to this, guys, I took a sell here. The reason why I lost maybe twice, no, I lost once here. The reason why I lost once already here is purely because, hold on, there we go. It's purely because I took a trade at 5 p.m. I was just like, you know what, for this week, I'm going to be starting my trades at 5 p.m. because price moved the daily open, not the daily open, the London open to 5 p.m. something earlier, I'm pretty sure. And that's why I've just decided to experiment to taking trades earlier. What I've realized is I'm probably going to only do this strategy or do this sort of taking a trade earlier if price would present itself a good setup with good setup with good timing at the only spot. So what that means is if it's 5 p.m. and price is already all the way up here, 5 p.m. the start of London Open, I would take that sell purely because it's the best setup for the day. Anyway, besides that, so I took the sell here just because it was 5 p.m. and I was just, experimenting for this week from Tuesday onwards to the end of this week, how taking a trade at 5 p.m. would, leave me. I was also at my friend's house, so I was more not really on my A game too much. I didn't really have too much patience, and whenever I saw price pushing down, I took a sell just because it was in good areas. And the lesson I could have learned from here was really just to maybe be patient. This trade here, probably be patient. The reason why I say probably be patient because there's other areas where price could reject off, which I'm pretty sure the areas that I had in mind was one here at the 5 p.m. area. Obviously, price made it earlier. The second one here. So yeah, you know what? Taking that second trade wasn't too bad. But I did something wrong here that made me lose more. I think I added an extra position somewhere around here that made me potentially lose more, or I just lost. I just didn't calculate too much. I either had bad risk management for this trade, and that's why it took a bit of a toll on me. I'm pretty sure I did take more, maybe 5 trades, more than necessary. If that makes sense, guys. If this makes sense, I took too many trades. I could have taken fewer trades. That's one. And I could have risked smarter for this day. As if there was 3 areas for me to take a sell from, if price was to get to the areas, I should have risked $30 on each area because I'm usually risking $100 each area. So off knowing that, I should have risked $30 here, $30 here, $30 here, and then it would have been no problem because if I would have lost all of them, it would have been not so bad. As for this case, I've already risked too much from the first and second area that I was at $100 loss already. And if I was to risk the third trade, I would have been risking $50. The reason why I risked $50 instead of $30 is because I originally actually risked $10 because I was like, you know what, I've already exceeded my limit, so I'm just going to risk 10. But since price was kind of moving really well, in my opinion, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna risk 50 because one, I'm a student of the game. Two, this is the area which I was waiting for. I just had bad risk management, so this area is a potential place for price to push down from. And three, why not? And that's the reason why I took the sell. And from here, I'm pretty sure I got somewhere. You can say around a 1 to 2, right? Sorry, not 1 to 2, a 1 to 4. I don't think it was legitimately a 1 to 4, just because I took 3 trades, which accumulated to $50. Um, did I take a? I think I did also take a added position here, but it wasn't actually risking $50. It was risking something less because I don't know, guys. I risked less in this trade because I already risked my amount for that day, and I kind of just had bad risk management today. But it just turned out well in my favor. So anyway, I had a 1 to 4. Let's just say I had a 1 to 4. Whatever the case is, I'm back up to break even at this point. I'm pretty sure the break even. No, I'm in profit because for that day I lost $100 and then I gained $170. So I'm back up to profit. Coming to this day was beautiful, guys. Coming to Thursday, which I took a sell at. This day was absolutely beautiful. Took a sell here. Took a sell at 5:30, which this was the same, not same time. This was the same. What do you call it? I was doing the same thing. I was doing this. So I was doing the same. I was practicing the same timing for this week, which was taking a sell or not sell, taking a trade at 5 p.m. And it turned out well for this day, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So took a sell at 5 p.m. You can clearly see price was pushing down, kind of pushed up and down, up and down. Didn't actually hit my 50% retracement area for me to enable my stop loss to come back to break even. So I was throughout this whole trade, I was risking my $50, I think, either $50 or 100. I'm pretty sure it was 50. But since price gave me a chance to add a position in, I don't think it did. So I don't know why I have two. But I'm pretty sure price did not give me a chance to add a position. I'm pretty sure for this situation, what price did do is that I took a sell here and then I accidentally took a sell again. So I took out one of the sells, which was like in profit of $1 or $2. As for this one, kept it in, took a sell. You can clearly see price push down like crazy. I forgot what happened. I really do forget what happened. So I'm just going to quickly go back in my charts. Not charts, in my history of trades. And it was GBP, and it was on the 3rd of July. So yeah, I had 2 trades in by an accident, so I took one out, and yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I made $70 from this trade. I remember actually being up for this trade. I was up still at this time. Price was up like $170 at this point. I had my take profit just here. So if price was to make it here, it would have been beautiful, guys. I would have been up a whole lot. This is also what I put on my story. And you can clearly see prices retrace all the way up. But for this point, I was just, you know what? I was actually aiming for a simple 1 to 3.8. I'm pretty sure I had a bigger stop loss. I'm not going to lie. Hold on. I'll quickly try to get my stop loss back to the original. I'll just do something like this. I'm too slack to count. But it was probably like a 1 to 2 right now. And price was up like a 1 to 4, maybe. 1 to 5.9. Something. I forgot what happened, guys. But price, I risked $30. I remember this. I risked actually $30 for this trade. And that's why price was only up $160, because there was actually 3 areas price could have came to. One was this area, which price was at 30%. The next one was at 0.5%, and the next one was at 0.7. These were all just making sure I would be in the trades. So the point is, risk $30, was up $170, retraced all the way back, and I took out at $70 because I put my my trailing stop loss here purely for the reason that I originally wanted $70 before I moved it to the very bottom, and since I was awake for this time here, I could have brought my stop loss here as If I was to lose, I was still winning the amount that is understandable. And if I was to win, I would be winning the amount which I expected. So it was a win-win situation. So I had this sort of 1 to 7 in mind. Price decided to come back for like a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, whatever the case is. And then today I was marking out my charts on Friday, but turns out that Friday's a US holiday, so I did not take any trades. Coming back to Wednesday, I'm pretty sure I may have traded Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday was another crazy day, guys. You guys did not see this. This day was kind of annoying because I definitely could have done something special here. Did I take a sell there? I don't think I took this last sell. Did I? Did I take this last sell? I'm not too sure. Anyway, I took a buy here. It's not sell, buys. My bad. So I took a buy here. I'll quickly remove this. I took a buy here, took a buy here. Both failed. This was an added position. Both failed. Took another buy here. Another one failed. And I'm pretty sure I had good risk management here, guys, but I just traded so much that I lost $100 before I could make it to my last trade. And I'm pretty sure for this trade, this may have just been a forward test because, it would have lined up by price grabbing all these liquidity areas and stuff like that. So it would have been cool. But I'm pretty sure I didn't take this last buy. And obviously you can see this last buy came up and brought me fortunes. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure I didn't take this here because, by the way, if you haven't realized, guys, I haven't told you about this, but these two trades, so this trade here on Wednesday and this trade here on, and the trade on Thursday, they both happened when I was at my friend's house. So I realized that if I'm not in my sitting down paying attention, I'm probably not going to be doing too well because as you can see on these other previous days, one trade on Friday, which was last week, one trade on Monday, one trade on Thursday. The days when I was at home focused, I took one trade. So that's what I kind of realized for this week, guys, that I'm better off literally at home focusing. And if I'm at other places, I would kind of just risk losing more while I guess following my, it's hard to explain, but I'll just trade more. I'll just trade more to keep it simple. So the lesson to learn for this week is probably just to trade at home. That's 1. 2, be patient. 3, follow risk management. Because I'm pretty sure if I risked better, just overall, I would have been up potentially more. And maybe to lesson learned from this trade here Friday is I could have taken out. There were reasons to take out here as well. I don't know, guys. I probably could just learn a couple things because I wasn't really too stressed out. Still worn here. But these trades probably wasn't to trade. Don't trade too much. But the whole problem from this was, sorry, guys, my brain is slow as fuck, but the whole reason why I traded so much was because I wasn't at home. So the solution is just to trade at home. Make sure to take your trades at home. Prepare at home. Simple like that. So those are the lessons to learn for this week. Ended up profitable somehow. I ain't gonna lie, somehow. This week was a whole battlefield. Ended up profitable, so yeah, I'm leaving it at that. I'm pretty sure I went over the required amount. Did I? How long have I been? Yeah, I've been streaming for 20 minutes. I'm gonna stop this here, y'all. So if you guys like this video, hold on. If you guys like this video, hit that like and subscribe. I'm not gonna stop till I get to the top. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I'm not stopping, y'all. I'm not stopping. Hit that like button, by the way. Hit that like button. Peace.